Jalen Reagor will get the kickoff from Tyler Bass. It's the Pats. It's the Bills. He'll take it from the 2. Reagor up the middle. Blocked by Slater. Gets by the kicker. He's going to go. It's a foot race with Bass. You can kiss him goodbye. Touchdown. 98-yard kickoff return. Reagor and New England.
What a way to start the game for the New England Patriots on the opening kickoff. Nobody touches him till Jackson gets around his leg. That causes him to spin. Bass is not able to make the tackle off that spin move. Now the kickers are adapted tackling anyway, but you'll see Jackson come in here. He gets him around.
Including a 57-yard touchdown reception at the Chargers. 3rd down and 7. Brown getting backpedaled. Downfield they go, and it's incomplete. Zappi, 1st and 10. Parker in motion. Up the middle they go. Batted down, intercepted on the ricochet. It's picked off on the ricochet at the 20-yard line and grabbed right there by the big defensive lineman, Ed Oliver. 6 in the secondary, 3rd down and 6. Cook dropped it, picked it up, incomplete. By the way, the Buffalo Bills have the #1 conversion rate for 3rd downs this season. Here is a 35-yard field goal. It is away and good, and the Bills are on the board. Lowe is playing the position. The running back is Harris. 1st and 10, intercepted. Picked off by Douglas. Here he goes, weaving inside the 15. Brought down by Farrell Brown. Another turnover. The 2nd interception by the Buffalo defense in this 1st quarter. Murray the back, 2nd down and 4. 2nd possession beginning in Patriot territory. It's Diggs knifing his way to the 3. Wise around his ankles. Here comes the push. 2nd and goal. Shoved. Close. Touchdown. They just rule it. Talked about it. 14th of the year.
Well, Bentley jumps over the top, and Josh Allen recognizes the fact that he's going to go airborne, so he just follows over to the left side behind McGovern.
Looking into the nickel, Zappi. A block by Owenu. Outside they go to the 6'6" Farrell Brown.
Ball's out.
Oh, it is out again. Another turnover. It's picked up on the play. Look who's got it. Christian Benford. 3rd Patriot turnover. Shakir in motion. Allen again. Oh, a pitch and out. It's picked up by Shakir. Bryant brings him down.
Size advantage if you want to throw one up.
Dawkins a block to the end zone. Low, incomplete for Kincaid.
Quarterbacks can't look both ways. You got to pick a side, and unfortunately for the Bills, Josh Allen picked the wrong side that time.
Bass from 24. 13-7 Buffalo. Floyd, the one to blow up that last play defensively. Into 6 defensive backs. Zappi, 3rd and 9. Here they come. Down he goes. Oliver.
It's not there right now.
3rd down and 5. Blitz is on. They're blitzing a lot, and it's incomplete. It was low, and Davis was right there. 1st and 10. And this is a handoff, and Kevin Harris finds it up the middle.
And the New England defense has responded with all those turnovers, holding the Bills to just 13.
Zappi 1 of 5. Owenu with the block at the right tackle. And that is caught at the 35-yard line, and a nice grab on the play by Devontae Parker. Nickel secondary, 3rd and 11. They need the 45. Zappi blitzes on. Intercepted. Picked off by Douglas. Breaking tackles. Got a block. Finds a gap. He is gone.
Side adjust. Watch the safety coming off the slot. So the receiver has to make an adjustment. Zappi throws the slant. That's the side adjust off a safety blitz from a protection standpoint. Douglas makes him pay for it with his 2nd interception of the game.
What hands. Wow. He had a stinger. He was battling that. Second down 10. Douglas on the move. Zappi to throw. Here they come again with heavy pressure. It's off to Harris. Getting blocks from Andrews and also getting a block from Maffey. Look at him run downfield. Elliott in the backfield. Zappi on 1st and 10. Blitz is on. Moves up. He's over here. No one is there. He's going to take it in for 6. Zappi. First touchdown run of the season. 17-yard run. Patriot quarterback with a 17-yard touchdown run.
You're going to see the flow of the receivers going that direction. There is nobody on this side of the field in man-to-man coverage. Watch, and the safety works that way. Zappi, once he escapes pressure, then it's just a foot race. And it's one thing to have that where you're feeling like it, and then right there with the accurate throw.
And he's got Kincaid. Murray is the back on a 3rd and 7. Into 6 defensive backs. Underneath, Shakir, and he is brought down by Duggar. 1st and 16, spot foul at midfield. Gilliam trying to give a block to fullback. Going deep downfield. Intercepted. Picked off by Austin, the former Bill. Alex Austin, a rookie, gets it. 2nd down, 8 from behind they come, and here goes the throw, and it's caught on the play by Thornton. Tyquan Thornton, his 11th reception of the season. With the 1st down and 10, when he was handling Lawson, now on the move after a 17-yard touchdown run. He runs for a 1st down right here. He's thrown 3 interceptions. The Patriots 4 turnovers, yet down by 6 only. They just picked off Allen, and they go downfield, and a nice catch right there is grabbed by the rookie DeMario Douglas out of Liberty.
This New England team, for granted, we know they beat us earlier in the year.
3rd and 10, Gesicki grabbed by Poyer, shy of the 1st down. No wind, 36 degrees, 47-yard field goal, and wide left. They come out unscathed, 37, 1st and 10. Underneath they go, Diggs. Grabbed by Austin and others, makes the grab. 3rd down and 2, Murray was in motion. Allen with time, Latavius Murray drops the ball. Austin was over there, it's incomplete. And you got 3 timeouts.
They know they had 4 turnovers, and they're still alive in the game. That's what it says. It says,
they'll go to a knee, that's it.
We're doing okay with 4 turnovers to only be down 6 in this game.
They are terrific in that category. It's 2nd down, long 14, Allen to the air, and he's got his receiver Davis. In the vicinity was Wade. Here he's got a 5-man rush, and he goes deep, and he's got Kincaid. Duggar will make the stop at the 12.
They've been fierce against the run.
The push on 2nd down and goal. Josh Allen has his 2nd touchdown today. And again, it's from a yard away. And the Bills extend their lead.
A couple of years taking the NFL by storm. Of course, the Eagles are the ones that made it popular, and now everybody else is joining the trend. Especially on...
It's a 2nd down and 11. Zappi pressured. Bernard was there. And the pass goes off to the tight end, Gesicki, wheeling around, hit by Dodson. He's got 6 on the season, 2 today. It's 1st and 10. They get by low. The pocket is under scrutiny with Elliott getting it outside. 5 in the secondary. Here comes Johnson. Last second block by Elliott. And they get the 1st down to Gesicki, who's brought down by Poyer. And they're starting to get some guys back, like today, Jones and Hyde. 3rd and 15, tapped. Thornton has it, brought down by Taron Johnson. He allowed a 53-yard punt return last week in Denver to Mims. Hardy signaled for the fair catch about the 12. 6 DBs, Bryant sent in. Here comes the blitz. Allen rushing, and he's got his receiver, and that is the tight end, Kincaid. And you can see they began the Buffalo Bills 0 of 5. They have scored twice on the ground. Latavius Murray trying to corkscrew his way. He did not get the first down. It'll be 4th and about 1 again. Patriots coming into today, number 31 in scoring. Zappi, 1st and 10, going deep and caught. What a grab made. Rager comes up with it. All in the first, 2nd down and 10. Take end around. It's off to Douglas. Gets a block from his center. Andrews getting a block downfield from So. Look at him dance and dodge and run. And finally chased out of bounds. Late hit right there. Poyer. That's going to cost him. 1st and goal from the 6. Elliott. He'll dive and drive and score. Ezekiel Elliott, 6-yard touchdown run. As they knife their way through the number 10 defense, 20 points and 13 on offense. And the 2nd rushing touchdown, one by Zappi, this by Zeke. Johnson was in the backfield, and he goes underneath, and it's caught by Shakir. He's got the first down, hit by Mills. 3 catches and 27 yards. 1st and 10, Johnson. Blocked by Brown, blocked by Dawkins, tackle by Uche. Murray is the back, 3rd down and 5. They rush 5, blitz is on, here goes Allen. Uche has him, fumble on the play. Loose again, another fumble, looked like the Bills jumped on it.
We got 8 guys right at or near the line of scrimmage.
3rd down 6. Across the middle, nice hit by Ramp on a good-looking catch by Thornton.
You've got plenty of time with all those timeouts.
Latavius Murray is back there, offers a block. 3rd and 7. They get the first on Shakir. Murray is the back. 5 in the secondary. 2nd down 10. He's got Diggs. And Diggs will work his way to the 26. Since 2020, they have gone 17-2. This is when they play well, stringing wins together. It's Johnson on 1st and 10. Last head coach with 12 losses, Dick McPherson, back in '92.
Well, Kevin, this wasn't the perfect game by any means.
Nope. Buffalo is going to win it. They can get in the playoffs with the Pittsburgh loss and a Cincinnati loss. Pittsburgh takes on Seattle. Bengals next on CBS against the Chiefs at Arrowhead.